Wow, collective. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Yes, I am divinely destined. I'm here to get this message out to the collective. The messages are general. If they don't apply, they just don't apply. They don't apply. But they might. Period. These are tarot messages. Period. They're not personal. These are general, meaning that they just go out. These are not personal, okay? Remember that when you watch these messages, there are some people that will offer those services here. Yeah. Period. Your favorite color could be red here. I get Aries energy. We're in Aries season. You may like the rapper Sexy Red, okay? You could be listening to some of her music today. Period. You can live to be 110. Period. Your birthday could be February the 10th. You could be a star. Period. Hello, stars. Period. You could be someone that's globally known. Maybe you're meant to be. The number 10, it can kind of show us the possibility. The number 10 literally represents the house of purpose. Okay? You're meant to be pretty affluent here. The color red with the color green. Pretty abundant. You can be confident here. The color yellow. Wow. You may like the movie The Color Purple. Period. The color purple can show royalty. Yeah. I see the word yes. You could be a Sagittarius male. Chosen. 144. Hey, chosen ones. They so pretty. The chosen ones are gorgeous. It's like it's like God genetically modified them. Like, some of them don't even look human. They so pretty. So handsome. Period. Your name could be Chastity here. Yes. You could be in Ponciana, Florida. Yeah. You could like golf here. Yeah. Wow. You could be 50 years old. Yeah. Older individual. You could be an older individual here. Yeah. I see the number 3 here. That's Mercury's energy. You could be an older Virgo here. Yeah. Go see where Virgo is located in your birth chart. Yeah. Your birthday could be February the 15th. Aquarius' energy. That's Aquarius rules the 11th house, the house of stars. Okay. Period. Wow. Okay. You could be a 50-year-old star here. Your name could be Star. Hey, Star. Yeah. You may like that show, The Price is Right. Okay. Period. It's kind of like negotiate your terms here. You could have that type of power here. Period. You could have a pretty prominent lawyer. You may need one. Or you may have one. You may end up having one. Period. Wow. You could be 20 years old, 24 years old. 40 years old, 42 years old. You may like the movie The Green Mile. Yeah. Period. The color green with the color blue. I feel like you could be pretty honest. Yeah. The color green with the color blue. You could be like you could be honest. Okay? Yeah. Your birthday could be October the 2nd here, 1950. Ooh, you could be a pretty attractive individual here. Wow. Wow. I see January the 2nd here, 2020. Significant. Wow. You could be a Capricorn. Capricorn could definitely show us a boss. Hey, boss mama. Hey, boss daddy. The boss. Okay. The boss is Mars' energy. The boss is Jupiter. The boss takes action. It's the reason why they sitting pretty in the 10th house energy. Period. Your birthday could be October the 8th. That's Justice's energy. The Justice shows up and say, heck yeah, they did what they had to do. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Period. And that comes with whatever that comes with for them. It's their business. Period. They the boss. You may like that show, Who's the Boss? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there go Pluto. Where's Pluto at? Oh my goodness. Where is he at currently, collective? Let me know in the comments here. Wow. Mm. I feel like Pluto on the 10th house. Wow. That is a powerful position. You overcome some stuff with Pluto being here just in general. Just in general. You may have had dark opposition. I mean, Pluto can show this. You overcoming some odds. You beat the odds. Pluto can show this. You may have had a violent partner before. The 7th house can show this, especially with Pluto being here. Okay. Wow. You could be in Argentina. Yeah. Wow. You overcome some stuff here. Yeah. Wow. You could be a psychic here. Psychic abilities. Hey, psychics. ESP. ESP. Psychic abilities. Wow. You could be doing some shadow work at this time. I mean, you may connect with entities, ghosts, spirits, individuals that have passed away. Yeah, you can have a powerful intuition. You may connect with NASA as well. Okay. Space, planets, rockets, ships, all kind of stuff. You could be a psychic here. My goodness. The psychics are here. There are some psychics here that have overcome some stuff. They beat the odds. They may have had some sort of odds stacked against them. Possibly about a lover. Maybe some people they've loved were dark here. More on that spiritually lower vibration. Man. You could have a reputable reputation. Your name could be Steven. You could be a Leo, male, August the 10th. Jupiter. You could have Leo and Jupiter, divine masculine. I think that's a good position for a husband. Jupiter and Leo. Isn't that one of the best positions for a husband? Go look it up. Okay, go look it up. Wow. Your Jupiter could be Scorpio. People may think they could play with you. Period. With that position. You can never underestimate Scorpio energy on no level. Especially this person right here. You show up as a psychic. There may be you may be connecting to people that have passed away. They may connect to your frequency. It's really not even a challenge for you. It's just your gift. Now it might be. Wow. I see the word justice. Yeah, it's your gift here. My goodness. It may freak you out. Okay, my goodness. Try not to be too spooked here. It's just the way it is. You could have your Venus position in Aquarius here. Yeah. Wow. I see the planet of inevitable change. Uranus. Some sort of change to love. There may have been, with Pluto being here, some sort of attempt to change or cause some sort of imbalance to a very lovely person who shows up as a psychic here. Oh boy, man, that's unfortunate. Yeah, the devil, the number 10 with the number 11. Oh boy, that's a rebellious betrayal. You may have experienced this. The rebellious betrayal can show some sort of intent by someone that shows up as destructive here to cause some sort of change to something that are just supposed to be, because the number 10 can show purpose. There may have been some sort of attempt to force something here. Somebody who has some sort of lack of direction, lack of self-control. They were aggressive and they were, quote, trying to block you with an obstacle, perhaps. Pluto shows us this. Our Heavenly Father saved you. The Tower in the reverse. You could be healing here. Somebody could have some sort of resentment. Okay, they were in Pluto's energy. They were hasty here. Oh boy. Somebody who loved the challenge. There may have been someone who intentionally wanted to cause destruction. They loved it. Okay. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Their lies were being exposed here. They didn't love you here. I mean, that's what it's showing. This could have been somebody you were married to. They're a King of Pentacles in a reverse. Somebody who's materialistic here. One who will do anything for money. Yeah. Wow. Maybe there was some sort of attempt to negotiate something. Maybe your spiritual team. Maybe they were showing some sort of grace here. It's possible. Hey, they couldn't be reasoned with. They were in that non-negotiable type of energy. I love a challenge, and I love a dark challenge, and I'm gonna be the dark horse, dark challenge here. It's kind of like what the energy is showing us concerning them. Our Heavenly Father blocked the tower here. Man, this is wicked. They were unsuccessful. I mean, the Six of Wands in a reverse. This definitely could be a narcissist here. The narcissist shows up as dark Pluto, or Pluto just in general. Somebody destructive, reckless. The Knight of Wands. They were hasty. They wanted a challenge. They were hasty to challenge, and they maybe even got some sort of excitement out of it, trying to hit you with a tower. This is Scorpio. The tower is Scorpio's energy. They're bored. They're discontented here. They ain't had nothing else to do, nothing more positive that they could have chosen to do, or they didn't choose. They wanted a challenge here. They actually was excited to challenge here. They were competing here, they were in some sort of competitive energy. Oh, they could be repenting now. Ooh, praying. 12th house reveals it. The number 12 with the number 11, it could indicate behind the scenes, this rebellious person that wanted to challenge you, they could be praying here, seeking forgiveness. Wow. They may have wanted you to have a marriage not work out, or you not to get married, or some sort of situation concerning a marriage to be in some sort of unfortunate type of state. They wanted marriage. They wanted the marriage energy to kind of escape you here. That's possible. Yeah, I see the Seven of Wands with the word yes. This is the truth. That's crazy work. Wow, that is crazy work. They're a narcissist. They could be a copycat. This copycat is kind of like out there. Yeah, just out there. This could be a Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Leo. Somebody who could suffer with depression. Wow. The number 5 shows them being promiscuous here, competitive here. This competitive, promiscuous person could now be seeking forgiveness here. They could be praying here. It's kind of like they wanted to scare you into playing it safe here, or being in some sort of a small type of energy. Now it's possible. They're in a backfire. The 8 of Wands in a reverse can show the backfire. This could be something that could be hitting them hard on the emotional level. Yeah. They kind of like wanted to challenge somebody here. They wanted to challenge somebody here. That's a psychic here. Oh my goodness gracious. That's crazy. The psychic connects to ghosts, people that have long passed away here. My goodness. Wow. This is somebody that you have you're not interested in. They were impulsive, basically. Negative patterns. Yeah, they could be sad now, seeking forgiveness now. They're in a backfire energy. It's possible that it could be affecting them financially. Somebody who could potentially be 48 years old, 47 is here. They're foolish. Yeah, you're healing. There's progress concerning healing. Healing is an ongoing process here. You're moving forward here. Things are calming down now. It's like the calm after a storm. Somebody calls the storm. Their intent to do it is here. They wanted to do it. Man, you could be overcoming hardship here. Relief is here. This is like help coming in here. Oh my goodness. The relief after a storm can show help. Wow. Yeah, you're on your journey. Yeah, you could be going on a holiday here. Yeah, I see the word yes. Yeah, you overcome some obstacles here. Pluto showed us that it was dark because he's the darkest planet. He's the dark planet. When he show up, it's bad. It's a bad day for everybody. When Pluto show up, the word yes is here. When Pluto show up, it's a bad day. Pluto hit in the 80s, right? The AIDS hit back in the 80s when Pluto hit Scorpio. The AIDS epidemic broke out. It's just a bad day when he show up. Oh my goodness. Go see where Pluto, you heard me say, where's Pluto at today? My goodness. Somebody was in that energy towards you. Destructive. Yeah, they could be sad over you. Maybe your gifts here. You're a psychic here. They could be jealous of a psychic here. Oh man. Oh man. This could be an older man. They're in a judgment. The judgment was for them to pray, perhaps. Pray about something here. They may have judged you, your gifts. They could have said you were fake or inauthentic, or they didn't know that you were like the real deal here. They may have stalked you. Oh my goodness. Maybe I feel like the stalking energy with the Ace of Pentacles can show them pocket watching. Oh boy. Your opportunities, some sort of opportunities you have here, they didn't want you to get, or maybe have some sort of restriction concerning. I see the word yes. Okay, my goodness. It's about your purpose. No purpose. This person tried to take you out your purpose, or they were bitter over your purpose. You're in the sun's energy. You definitely. They may have wanted to inflict some sort of hardship here. I see no hardship here. This is on a financial level. The universe rejected them wanting you to be struggling like in this type of manner. This person kind of wanted you to be financially struggling in terms of love as well. Like this person wanted to take you all the way out your purpose. The Ace of Pentacles in a reverse literally can, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Collective. The Ace of Pentacles in a reverse can literally show this. Some sort of attempt to take you out your purpose. The word yes is here. My goodness, they're a fool. They're a fool. You may like the singing group, the Fugees. Oh my goodness. So this is a blessing blocker. They were very destructive. They actually saw this as a challenge. It was challenging, and they wanted to challenge. Okay, they wanted to get down in a dark type of manner. Our Heavenly Father could have threw them in a poorhouse in the spirit. He could have threw them in a poorhouse in the spirit. Literally. My goodness. My goodness. Trying to tell you. The spiritual records will indicate that. The number 57. There was a betrayal. The spiritual records is going to show a betrayal by somebody who wanted to betray, basically. They had an issue with a gifted one here. To the point where they wanted to play the bad guy. They may have been contracted to play the bad guy. I see 911. Yeah. You could be a light worker here. They tried to change the narrative concerning a light worker here. They try to play God. They show up as foolish. You could be in Kentucky. Your name could be Kennedy. Yeah. They were deceptive. This could be somebody that was born in 74. Dang. It's possible. May the 10th, 1974. This could be somebody that was born on October the 5th here. They could be 44 years old. They ain't have nothing better to do, or they couldn't think of nothing better to do. Nothing. They couldn't think of nothing better to do that would have been safer. It's not. That's not even an option. They wanted to challenge. We saw this. A person who loves to challenge. They love a challenge. They love to challenge people, or yeah, in a Pluto type of way, destructive way. They try to cause destruction. This is a 49-year-old karmic energy. In some cases, they are insecure. The color yellow can show this. Let's go ahead and close this out. They wanted to challenge the psychic. You may have seen this person in the spirit. It's like the psychic can see you. They're in the backfire. They're not healthy. The backfire, I feel like them being in a backfire could show some sort of they could be in bad health here. Their health could be failing. Or they could be having health problems at this time. Maybe, with Pluto being here, it could be bad. Very bad. Pluto can show this. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. They should have just left you be. Wow. I see the number 12. The number 12 is the hangman's energy. Go research the hangman's energy here. Collective. Most people that watch tarot already know what that is. Boy. There was a collaborative effort here by somebody who wanted to challenge a psychic here. They didn't want the psychic to be married. They didn't want the psychic to have money. They had an issue with a prominent married psychic here. They called judgment. The judgment was to cause a challenge to get you out of your purpose. That was a goal. This is literally going against God's will. My goodness. They could be a mechanic here. They may not. They may have a vehicle that the vehicle can show their physical body needing some sort of repair. I told you they could be sick here. It could be pretty bad with Pluto. Fourth house revealing it. The number 48, they could be pretty sick with something bad. The number 48 could show something that could be, from a health type of standpoint, dangerous or pretty serious. They could have serious health issue. My goodness. Yeah. They could be, that could just be a result of them possibly being promiscuous. The number 53 can show this. The strength is a yes. The number 8 is Scorpio. Scorpio rules sex. Yeah, they could have contracted something here with Scorpio being here. It's possible. I see the number 88. They could be experiencing financial problems with the death energy. That's the number 88 with the death energy is Scorpio energy. They're in Scorpio. Well, Pluto with Scorpio is Pluto. This could be a Scorpio, foolish ass Scorpio. My goodness. The strength is a yes. It's about you having justice here. They showed up as the devil. They wanted to play the role as the devil. Okay. Now, they just reap what comes along with that. You see that's not good. Oh boy, it's just not good. Let's go ahead and close this out. You may like the legendary Patsy Cline's music. Wow, this is an emperor here. The emperor shows up as a devil. The emperor, this energy is current. They show up as a devil. They could be a father. The emperor with the justice can show a businessman here. This man all in your business. Could be a guy. Either way it goes. They don't have to be, but they're in the backfire. This could be affecting their health, their physical health, their finances could be taking a hit. Okay. They wanted to be a challenge. Okay. So you wanted to play the devil. You want to be Pluto. Everybody think they Billy Badass. They wanted to be Billy Badass. They wanted to be Billy Badass to a psychic here. They tried to tell the psychic, no, you can't be in your purpose. You can't accomplish what you came here to literally accomplish. They was like, hell no. They tried to play God. Period. They played themselves. Your name could be Jazz. You could like wine. You could be fine. You could be aging pretty nicely here. Yeah. You could be 21 years old. 2001, 2021. Significant years. You could be 32 years old. You could be 51. I see the number 6, the house of health, with the number 1, the battle planet Mars. I told you they could be sick. The number 16 could show somebody that could potentially be sick in their physical vessel. The number 5 could show us them being possibly promiscuous. They could have contracted something. The number 5 with the number 1 is the number 6, the house of health. I told you they could be sick. And with Pluto being here, oh yeah, it could be something that could be ravishing them. My goodness. Wow. On a daily, the number 66. This could be somebody that's not taking care of themselves, or it's possible. They wanted to challenge the psychic here. They wanted to play the bad guy. Okay. They did that. They used their free will to do it. Yeah. So now they're facing the repercussions of their actions. You may like the movie Life. They could literally have something that they can't get rid of. My goodness. 5, 10, 15. The first house with the 5th house. You can never judge a person based upon how they look. The first house with the 5th house. Because looks can be deceiving. They may not look sick. Okay, period. You cannot judge it like that. The first house with the 5th house comes out to remind us. Period. Protect yourself. Wow, you could be in China. You could be a Taurus female. Protect your assets. Taurus rules money. Taurus rules over all material wealth in the physical world. Okay, protect your wealth here. My goodness, this could have been somebody that was coming after that. Wow. May the 1st is Taurus's energy. I told you. Taurus is ruled by the planet of wealth, Venus. You could be feminine energy here, wealthy feminine energy here. Male or female. So, hey, the bad guy, the bad girl, they showed up, they showed out, and they exited the picture because something they attempted to do in a bad way didn't work. It didn't work. God protected you. Just thank him. Thank him. He's protecting you right now. You could like to skydive here. Period. I feel like the skydiving energy. Look at this guy diving. I can never make it up. Look at him. I feel like they were foolish. They took a risk, or the skydiving can show that. Damn. This person was determined to take you off path. It's possible that they had that in mind. Like, I'm determined to be bad here. They were aggressive. Scorpio. Aggressive ending with Pluto being here. This is like an aggressive, this is like a hard no. You may like to drink lemonade. Your name could be Mike. Damn. That's pretty wild. My goodness. This is the star energy with the sun energy. It can show you being healthy. Literally. A situation being favorable for you that they try to mess up. This would be somebody that would try to sabotage you just so you can have a moment of distress, perhaps. They love the challenge. They love a challenge. My goodness. You could like the actor, is it Chevy Chase here? Yeah, go watch some of his movies here. Period. You and your purpose. The number 78. Period. You meant to shine. You meant to be a star. The sun and the star energy, it just indicates that you're meant to be in your purpose. That's God's will. There was an attempt to try to change this with the death energy. It was an aggressive attempt by somebody who was in Pluto's energy, destructive energy. Yeah. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands with the sun energy. It literally says they should have done better here. My goodness. This could be a relative of yours. This could be a relative of yours. Yeah, Scorpio. The death with the Four of Cups is a Scorpio. The number 38, they was the bad guy. The Tower is Scorpio. Damn, they try to burn you here. It's what they wanted to do with the Hangman energy. It's about your money. This person wanted to affect you on a financial type of level. They had an issue with you having a certain esteem concerning your finances. It just keeps coming out in these messages. You could be a journalist here. This is the truth. Wow. Your name could be Terrence. Yeah. You could be traveling internationally at this time. Safe travels. Yeah, they had an issue with you having this Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, 10th house is energy. You being in your purpose and you having some sort of influence. Wealth, prominence. They were destructive about. They wanted to challenge. This could have been somebody you never done nothing to. They show some sort of ill will towards you. That's crazy. But they love the challenge. Okay? They definitely could be praying at this time. Yeah. You could be in Montana. Your name could be Hannah. You could be a Sagittarius female. You could have some awards here. Award winning. This could be a jealous relative. Let's go ahead and close this out. I rebuke negative energy in Jesus Christ's name. Look at the Page of Cups. You're a psychic. The psychic's in the sun's energy. I see some sort of attempt to manipulate the situation in a destructive type of way. And it's what they wanted to do. This may have affected you on a deep level, especially with Pluto being here. Period. Somebody who could potentially be 45 years old. My goodness. 45-year-old Capricorn. The World card can indicate success. Oh boy. Your last name could be Hightower. We see the Tower with the Hangman. Damn. They tried to leave you hanging in a tower of endings. They tried to set it up like that. That's jacked up. It's actually what they wanted to do. That's some crazy work. Temperance with the Star. Somebody in your family had an issue with you being a star to the point where they wanted to see you be destructive, or they would have rather seen you be, and yeah, in that type of energy. Yeah, what they say, blood is not always thicker than water. Yeah, they were pretty pumped up and excited about it. Yeah, they were in Scorpio, dark Scorpio. Well, dark Scorpio is Pluto. Well, Scorpio is Pluto either way. Yeah, it's just how it's how somebody chose to use their scorpionic energy. They chose to use it in a way that violent. This is like an unevolved Scorpio trying to call judgment of endings on somebody, basically. An unevolved Scorpio trying to call a tower of endings on someone. They could be a father. April the 16th could show a father. Unevolved Scorpio. Scorpio rules the judgment. They rule the death energy. They rule the tower. They decided to call the judgment of endings. They hit you with a tower. God blocked it. Forgive them. Be patient at this time. Damn. Forgive here. Decision, support, healing. They lacked integrity here. They may have been. They may have wanted to receive some sort of financial benefit by causing some sort of ending in this situation. That may have been their intent. Wow. Your name could be Patricia. I see the word forgiveness and I see the word apology. Yeah. They decided to interfere with fate by trying to throw some damn blockage. It's like, how you gonna tell God no? It's weird behavior. But that's what they try to do here. How you gonna tell the will of God no? It looks like they tried to play God, literally. This person was jealous of your financial standing. It's possible. I mean, that's what it's given. They wanted you to be in poverty here, some sort of lack energy. And it's possible. Yeah. I see angel number 239. Financial, they're a thief. It's going to show up in the spiritual records. It was about them receiving some sort of money. Somebody born in 81, 71. Let's go ahead and close this out. They may have bullied you. It's possible. Yeah, you're in your purpose. Somebody needed to move on. It just would have been better for them just to kind of leave you alone. You're in your purpose. It's not good for us to interfere with people in their purpose. It's just not good for us to interfere with nobody. But when you come up against somebody in their purpose, you're asking for trouble because you're going against God's plans for his people here. You could be somebody that knows how to move on. This is somebody who has an issue with letting something go concerning you. They're low vibrational. You could be in Connecticut. You stood your ground. Maybe they didn't maybe they didn't think you would. You could have been born in the 70s here. 76, 72. Yeah, my goodness. So you show up as somebody determined to hey, make a change, make a difference. Okay, you could be 20 years old. You could be diplomatic. 20-year-old diplomat. Period. Determined. Hey, that's good. September the 9th, 1990 could be your birthday. Wow. Look at the tower again. This was an attempt to cause we see this shit happen on a daily basis in every field. Not just the psychics, but we see it in every field. Yeah. Every field. Somebody trying to mess somebody up. Somebody who takes it upon themselves to do it. Period. In this case, this is a Scorpio. Scorpio is low vibration. This is a guy, unevolved Scorpio, who shows up as your enemy. The number 7 kind of connects you to this person. Maybe it's an ex, I don't know, relative, maybe a few people. I told you they in bad health. They could be praying. We see this. Maybe for their wife. Their wife could be in the endings energy with the death energy. Wow. They're in the backfire. It could have affected one of their loved ones. Specifically their spouse. That's crazy work. They didn't want you to have a spouse. Maybe they try to block you from having a spouse. Or they try to cause some sort of breakup or, yeah, blockage concerning your house of marriage. It hit their family. Oh my goodness. Wow. Your name could be Heaven. Hey, Heaven. Wow, wow, wow. Divine Masculine. They may have tried to go after your wife. It backfired and hit their wife. I see 911. My goodness. They could be praying for mercy now. Period. It's kind of like, where was the mercy at for you? They wanted to challenge you. They took it upon themselves to do it. A destructive challenge. This wasn't even no mild. This was not even no mild attempt to try to, this, with Pluto coming out, it was full on destruction. Man. They could have a spouse. It's possible that could be feeling the effects here. Could be affecting them, their health. Yeah. The number 36. Their wife could have cheated on them. Some sort of criminal activity just overall in general concerning these people. In general, I see the number 66. 66. Wow. Some sort of dark secret. Maybe they found out a dark secret about their wife or their spouse or their partner. The 7th house is the house of partnerships. Somebody they were linking up with. The 5th house, the house of link-ups and hookups, can show this. The number 4 can show some sort of secret here. They're in the backfire. They wanted to be the challenge here. They wanted to show up as the bad guy, the bad girl. Yeah. Okay. They wanted to dish it out. Now they got to take it. You could be in Liverpool. They could be having some sort of issue with their liver. Their liver swelling or some sort of blood or, oh my God. The 6th house, the house of health, can show this. I see 444. 24. Venus with the moon. Venus with the moon. They came after somebody in their purpose here. Okay? With the intentions of stealing, manipulating something regarding their finances, their marriage. Damn. And it backfired. Do not be deceived. Whatsoever we sow, we will reap. We reap what we sow. We reap what we sow. Somebody is reaping what they've sown here. Your name could be Tyler Mackenzie. You could be beautiful, divine feminine. Some people may be intimidated by your beauty, your charisma. They may have done spells on you that may have been specifically targeted to keep people away from you. I told you. Some sort of marriage or relationship sector they tried to hit in a negative type of sense here. They didn't want you to have lovers, helpers, partners, not even friends. The 7th house can show all this. They desperately wanted to convince you that your uniqueness was a curse, perhaps. They wanted you to kind of go into hiding here, not show up in your true authenticity here. Yeah, somebody wanted you to play it small here. I just keep seeing this. Other readers see it in their messages as well. There was hatred here, malice, and jealousy. Yep. Somebody may have wanted to traumatize you into hiding. The cycle is over and the curse is broken. Your beauty and uniqueness are a part of your divine inheritance. You're made in the image of God here. This could have been a baby father of yours, baby mother. Period. Don't have to be. There could be an immigrant involved. Some sort of illegal immigrant may have decided to try to impose some sort of bad type of situation upon you here. They could need a lawyer. Your name could be Wade. Yeah, they were bitter and jaded here. They may have some questions as to how you survived something here. With Pluto being here, the intent may have been destruction. Okay, yeah, traumatize you. They show up as a bully. Look at this bully. Wow, you're spiritually ranked. Man, there's a return to sender here. Maybe you done a return to sender. Divine reversal happened here. Yeah, somebody didn't realize your true spiritual wisdom here, your spiritual rank. The dolphin may be your spirit animal. Wow. Yeah, there's a return to sender here. They're in the backfire. Yeah, they were pretty crazy here. Wow. Yeah. The day when Jesus will return for the final battle. Thank you, Father God, for these messages. Easter is coming up here. Happy Easter, collective. Your name could be Jeffrey. You could be a star. Period. Your name could be Devontae. Yeah, there may have been some people that may have tried to scapegoat you here. Make you the scapegoat. Some people have committed spiritual and physical crimes here. Wow. You could be pregnant, Divine Feminine. Congratulations. Somebody was just sitting around thinking of different ways to try to screw you over here. I mean, that's just wild behavior. But remember, they wanted to challenge you here. Wow. They showed malice. Pluto can show malice. You bounce back from something, maybe some sort of sadness or depression. That's good. The collective is healing. Period. Wow. It's about our hearts here. Somebody's heart was just, they heart get weighed, it's gonna break the scale perhaps. They were so evil towards you. Maybe other people too. It does happen. Okay, jealousy will make people do some crazy stuff. I mean, it's just, we see this every day in these messages. Do not feel bad what's gonna happen to them. Don't feel bad for what's gonna happen to them next. You could probably feel this coming too, especially if you're a psychic. You may already the universe is already showing you in different ways. There was a desperate attempt to undermine you here, silence you. And I see the word meticulous pretty strong today. Something was meticulously planned out and purposely done. They never wanted to see you thriving here. There are some people that would rather see you be broken, confused, and in some sort of endings energy before they witness you rise. Yep, they try to hit you with a tower. They try to put you in a tower. Period. Your name could be Speed. You could like to run. Maybe they tried to scare you into running. Run away. I get the Lion King. You see how they tried to, you see how what's his name, Scar? He told Simba to run away. Period. It's a strong no. Yeah. Yeah. My goodness. Your name could be Brittany. Somebody was bitter here. Maybe they're bitter because you found your spouse here, your soulmate. Somebody who believes in, what you believe in. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Once again, happy birthday. If I haven't said it already, beautiful love bugs celebrating your birthdays. The Lord will fight for you. Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. Yes. My goodness. Thank him. Disappoint Satan by typing I love you, God, in the comments. Period. Yes. Your name could be Luke. Yeah, somebody was jealous here. Jealousy ate somebody up here. This could be somebody you didn't do nothing to. You didn't do nothing to them. In some cases. Wow. We are in the year of the horse here. Yeah. Your spirit animal could be the horse. You could be reading the book of Psalms. Maybe Psalm 64, 91, Psalms 23 here. Psalms 1. Yeah. Psalms 25 here. You can have some pretty ass skin. Wow. Let's go ahead and close this out. Wow. You could be reading Revelation 4 here. Revelation 4. Wow. I see the 7 lights of the 7 lamps of fire here. Maybe you're reading about that. Your name could be Crystal. Your spirit animal could be the ox. You could be strong. Easter is coming. There's no greater love than Jesus. Quite literally. Wow. Yeah. I think there was an attempt to break you down here. I mean, it happens. Somebody's jealousy of you was extreme. It was extreme. You may have overcome some odds. Your name could be Courtney. You may have overcome some stuff here that most people would. I keep saying this in my messages. Stephen King, he could write a movie about your life. It would be a horror film. Okay. Oh my goodness. You may have experienced horrific situations. It's possible. He's sterile, infertile. This could be a guy that's sterile or something about fertility, infertility concerning this person now, here and now. This could show in a financial type of sense. It could show in the spirit. Deny. Look, self-care. Somebody denied to take care of themselves. Period. They denied the healing that it was required to just be a better person. Instead, they chose to play, and they chose to not show integrity here in this life, not to you. They tried to force you to submit to defeats, utilizing, in some cases, spell work. They try to burn you in the spirit. In some cases, oh boy, they could pride themselves on being, somebody that's pretty knowledgeable about the occult here. Okay. They may have been somebody that was pretty knowledgeable here, or somebody who found some sort of a success using spiritual means in a darker way to get finances. They were trying to heal their finances by being destructive to you. Maybe they've done this to other people. This just could be how they get their money in. They just chose a darker way here to get money. They're just a darker type of person, just overall in general. Yeah, they got a warning here. I see Friday, obsession, warning. They may be trying to do something Friday. They're getting a warning. Wait. Okay, period. This person, they may not be listening. They could be still doing spell work here to interfere. They waiting on something with the patience energy. It could be sex magic. Chemistry with this strictly sexual energy is sex magic. Okay, my goodness. That's crazy work. It's going to show up in the spiritual records, the number 57. They could be trying to work with Papa Legba here. You may be picking up on Papa Legba's energy. Okay, look, the support spirit. They need his support or something. Maybe they're petitioning him. Maybe for some money or some sort of assistance in that area. Chemistry, finances. That could show spell work. They got a warning about this. Interference. Stop interfering. Okay. The collective is protected. It's almost like they were interfering with you healing. They wouldn't let you heal, or there was an interference with this. It's like, come on, man, because they were trying to do something in a bad way, so much so that it interfered with you healing. Now, it might have. Dang, this is sick. They wanted you to be some sort of financial source for them. Other people too, perhaps. This is unfortunate that they chose this darker path. They try to throw your marriage off here, create an obstacle concerning that. Your friendships off, or we saw that earlier. Rejection. They wanted you to have rejected marriage, rejection concerning partnerships, marriages, connections, relationships, all that. So, my goodness. They tried to throw up boundaries regarding your support. This is somebody who may have wanted you to be in isolation, not having some sort of support. That's crazy. That is real crazy. That's real crazy. And they made a decision to go in the spirit and do this. Right here and right now, support. Right here and right now, they could be still doing something here. They keep getting this warning. Warning, warning. Warning comes before destruction. The number 37 is our Heavenly Father. So, hey, that's all we can do. You don't want to listen, that's your ass. They don't want to look. Wait. Warning. Woo. Take care of yourself here. Yeah. They were using witchcraft perhaps to take from others in order to get a benefit for themselves. It's like if you're going to be doing stuff like that, at least do it in a way that can be beneficial for yourself, that in which, that doesn't entail other people getting hurt. The collective's finances are protected by God. Their marriage is protected by God. Here, their true love who they will marry or that they are married to is protected by God. Damn. This could be this a cold-blooded one. Yeah. Warning comes before destruction. You know how they say warning comes before a fall? You notice that? You hear the stories of people getting into minor accidents, and then shortly after that, you hear them having some sort of ultimate calamity happen. Warning comes before destruction. They are already in the backfire. If they are not repenting and praying and asking for forgiveness, they definitely should be at this time. They should definitely make that decision. Accept the fact that your finances are not theirs to touch, manipulate, or use for some sort of support for them. They're looking for financial support. It's going to show up in the spiritual records. They wanted you to be financially vulnerable in the spirit. Trust that. They were interfering. Finances. Financial interference. Yes. Somebody that you don't you don't share the same vision with was looking at you as some sort of financial support. I keep seeing this. Wait. Finances. Denial. They may have wanted you to have so many obstacles, or maybe you experienced a lot of obstacles, a lot of denials, a lot of setbacks concerning finances. Spell work may have been used in an attempt to block you with this release energy. It was already decided by this person who wanted to challenge God's will for your life. This could be like somebody who should have been more discerning before they decided. This is not this person did not look. They did not look before they leaped. They didn't listen to their intuition. They just decided to try to have you denied. Someone that you don't share the same vision with. This person shows up as strictly sexual here and now, right here and right now. They're 44, 45, 48, 49, 50, 51, 53, 54. Trust, support, second chance, time apart. Yeah. I feel like this is somebody that you're not with. Since you guys have been in some sort of separation, I see 911. Yeah. Release, protection. They could be in jail. They could want to be some sort of release, interfering. Oh my goodness. Wow. Let's go ahead and close this out. 39, they're a criminal. There's the word. Forgiveness. Our Heavenly Father, the number 39. It's like, forgive this person. Or this person is harboring some sort of a They need to forgive others here. It's like they're unhealed. Okay. 555. They got a warning before destruction. 555 is a tower that's gonna hit. The tower gonna hit. They low vibrational. The number 56. Yeah. They're dark Scorpio. That's Pluto. They're destructive. They're trying to cause destruction. Now this may be something that resonates. That may have been the goal. Your name could be Gilbert. It looks like that was the goal. Because we saw that earlier. Someone who loves a challenge. They love a challenge. This person says, hey, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad girl. I don't have any integrity. Okay? I'm going to show up here to try to mess some stuff up here. I've made the decision to do it. Okay? I want you to not be supported here. Period. Quite literally. Wow. Your name could be Kirk. Yeah. You could be on a farm here. You could be like a farm hand, or you could be working on a farm here. There go that warning again. How many warnings are they going to get? Warning, love. The boundaries are in place, or yeah, I see the word bounty. Warning, love. This is about them interfering with a love connection. New love. Your connections in general. The number 7 showed us this already. Your name could be Patricia here. Pat. You could be out there on the bayou in Louisiana. They could be trying to come in some new love energy with some sort of weird ass apology. They just need some sort of support. Okay, be careful with that. Warning, love. Period. You could be on Venus. Is it Venice Beach? You could be from Venus. You could be so pretty. Let's go ahead and close this out. It's just gonna keep coming out. Warning, warning, warning. This person that you're trying to cross up is protected. They're trying to control something that they have no authority or power to control. 12th house reveals it. 2024. Okay, significant. Look at 8, the number 8 with Pluto. That's Scorpio. Told you. This is somebody that has significant scorpionic positions in their natal chart. They could be obsessed with you. You may like that movie Basic Instinct. Pluto can show death and rebirth. It's about you stepping into your purpose here. Period. Look, I see the word obsession here twice. Extreme obsession. That's crazy. This is like a money hungry person that was on some sort of power trip. Yeah. Wow. Sex erotica. Scorpio's energy. Secret sex erotica mystery. They may have had some sort of obsession with your sex here. This could be an ex. Take this message how it resonate. Sexually obsessed with you. It's here. Scorpio can show this. Wow. Or they could be like a sex addict just in general. 911. Period. Sex addict definitely could be a criminal. Wow. They try to battle you for your stuff, your finances here. This could be a guy. This is a weak ass man. He made a weak move. You can have a pyrite crystal. They could be a Cancer. Their partner could be sick. The 7th house. It's justice. I mean, it's just we reap what we sow. It's kind of like what we reap what we sow with the Virgo energy. And they were pretty dark here. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I see the number 212. Is this an Aquarius? February the 12th, Aquarius. Aquarius is the star's energy. They rule the 11th house, the house of stars. The star energy can show them being sick. This person twisted. The number 58, maybe over your beauty, how something looks for you. The sickness is jealousy. My goodness. The house of rebellion, the number 11. Rebellious guy, the number 1. Don't have to be a guy. Rebellious masculine. Rebel against love. The lovely person is wealthy. They saw some sort of opportunity, or they were opportunists. This could be a Pisces male. Pisces, Neptune. Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces. The moon energy, Cancer. Pisces or a Cancer. Sagittarius, Scorpio, Leo. Maybe a few people. Wow. Let's go ahead and close this out. A few criminals. The number 26, this energy is current. Oh my goodness. These could be immigrants here. A few immigrants, perhaps. Your name could be Emily. You could be so pretty and feminine, divine feminine. Yeah, that's who they wanted to. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's kind of like, you know, the sun and the moon's energy. They're the moon and you're the sun. You know, they're the darkness, you're the lights. You and them don't share the same vision. They are the darkness, you're the lights. Nature represents them both. My goodness. I heard a reader say that. Yeah, this is somebody who has Pisces and Jupiter, Virgo and Jupiter. Mercury, Capricorn. 12th house revealing them being very rebellious. Saturn shows us them being not disciplined concerning something they were doing, with the number 9. In secret, the number 12. Against the chosen one, 144. My goodness gracious. Somebody had a... you may not have known of your ex extreme obsession with you, perhaps. Let's go ahead and close this out. They had an extreme obsession with you in a sexual type of sense. That's crazy. Well, Scorpio can show this. Scorpio rules that. Look, the number 8, Scorpio. Libra. Oh my goodness. There we go. The number 7 clears it up. This is a partner, old partner. The number 7. That's an ex. Ancestors are aware of this. Work. They're low vibrational. I mean, the 5th house could... The number 6 is work. The number 5 can show promiscuous. They could be like for the streets. 999. 59. 59-year-old masculine in some cases. Damn. Wow. The number 11, they're rebellious. The number 12, they had a goal. The number 12 reveals it. It was rebellious to try to fuck somebody up. 2021, excuse the language. Somebody born in 71. Somebody born in 78. October the 14th is Libra. Maybe a few people. 919 is Virgo. You could be a September Virgo. You're manifesting. 2024. Wealth. You're manifesting wealth. You manifested wealth. You were always going to do that. That's a part of your purpose. You're a powerful manifester. The number 89. The ancestors are here. That's the justice. 1010. Positive information concerning finances. That's the way it's supposed to go. You're in your purpose. That's the tower. Ooh, they got a justice tower hitting them. It's hitting them in their money, their finances. They could get fired. 413 could show this. 413 could show them being a parent, or it's apparent that they was inappropriate in this situation. 2016, 2015, they may have done this to somebody else. Or maybe you, since they may have just specifically targeted you. 2023, This person wanted your ability to bring in this big wealth. They try to steal it, take it, block you from receiving it, cause heavy obstruction. They showed up as the bad guy, the bad girl. Okay. They were the bad girl to Jupiter here. Bad boy to Jupiter. Jupiter is your fortune. They pose a threat to your fortune. A fortunate one. 2013, 2016, 2011, 2025, 2004. They may just have a history of doing this to people. 2010, 2012, 2027. They're going to continue to be some sort of thief here. These people try to go in the spirit to rob, steal, kill, and destroy. They try to hit people in the spirit. They try to use different deities here. To go against justice. Justice prevails. 911. 811. 88. Could be their birthday. December 2023. 78. 78 is the current spiritual records. They done something back then. They got some plans to do something this year. 2026. December. They love to strike in December. I've seen that pretty heavy here. They may have done something to you around February the 18th, 2026 to get money. Somebody in their 40s, 60s. Or to fuck with somebody wealthy here. You're protected. They may have secretly been trying to mess with your protection. They're messing with the divine, attempting to manipulate something on a divine type of frequency. Yeah. They pretty reckless here. 911. Damn. On a divine frequency. 144 to a chosen one. The chosen one is independent and self-sufficient. Very capable. Oh, excuse me. 66666. You had an enemy. You had a destructive enemy. They showed up as Pluto. Maybe 2 to 9 people. My goodness. You know you powerful when your enemies got to link up to try to take you down. Your birthday could be February the 6th, 1977. You could be a Aquarius here. Hey, Aquarius. Stay focused here. They were focused on you. This person wanted... They're a copycat. There's a copycat here. At least 12th house reveals at least one copycat. This is the message. June 19th, this is the message. The copycat is a criminal. 37, our Heavenly Father is aware of it. The number 37. 36th, criminal activity. Our Heavenly Father is aware of criminal activity concerning a copycat. Period. The copycat is promiscuous. I ain't saying she a gold digger. You know, somebody who could be in that escort type of vibrational frequency collective. I'll just leave it at that. Period. You could like to use Tide detergent. My goodness. They try to create a tidal wave here. The universe may be showing you synchronicities concerning different enemies of yours at this time. And he may be doing that in a way that he knows is tailor-made for you. Pay attention. Tailor-made for you. Different ways. Different ways. Write everything down. Write it down, baby. Write it down. Keep it. Take a mental note. Period. Because the universe is. These people, they love to strike around the holidays. Easter is coming up. So they may have done something recently. They may be planning on doing something here. They may want you to experience some sort of attack around Easter. 4th of July. I see July the 4th here. 2025. They may have done something. It went in the spiritual records. The number 57. Period. There was an attempt to cause an ending. With the number 1 being a battle. There was an attempt to cause instability. Through battle. My goodness. Dark battle. Scorpio. To justice. Libra. 2026, the energy is current. I see 22222, 246 Yes. The number 10 can show a betrayal. We see 1010. Betrayal to your money. Betrayal to somebody wealthy, influential, prominent, somebody that's supposed to be. That's that's a part of their purpose. This is a March the 11th Pisces, November the 3rd Scorpio. They have heavy water in their charts. Period is going to show up in their current spiritual records. They came out of a courageous leader. You could be a 27-year-old Taurus. Your name could be Tara. You could be a Sagittarius female. December the 12th. Jupiter's energy. You're wealthy. You're stable. You're wise. You could be a wife here. Period. They may have tried to interfere with this being your reality here. Yeah, you could like the singing group Nickelback. Yeah, go listen to some of their music tonight. Yeah, I see 111. You're manifesting money. The number 9, the planet of money, Jupiter. You work daily, 66. You're in the sun's energy. Something looking good concerning your finances. You put the work in to get it. 2026, the energy is current. You're in Scorpio energy, but you're in the more high vibrational energy of Scorpio. You could be in the energy of the eagle. Scorpio energy of an eagle. That's the justice, October the 18th. Your name could be Mariah. Mariah. Let's see what else is here. October the 9th is justice. You manifesting is justice. This is what you're supposed to damn do here. There's some roguish ass people that just decided to be your enemy. Basically. That's what they wanted to do. 666, the enemy entered the picture. Because that was their purpose. They're criminals. The number 36. God is aware of it. The number 37. Period. You could be a master brick mason. My goodness. Any projects or any changes or projects that you're considering at this time will be well worth it. Go for it. Expect that your power to manifest will be heightened. Something looking good concerning your power to manifest. The number 58. Your name could be Tori. You could drive a Toyota. Period. Maybe an Altima here. Nissan. Yes. Maybe you're getting a new vehicle. Some work done on a vehicle. The money to get the work needed to get some repairs for a vehicle or on a vehicle. Wow. Remember how we saw that any projects that you're considering at this time will be well worth it. 2021 is here. You're a highly creative soul here. You focus. You focus, man. Yeah, you could be a focused man here. 33 years old. What's up with these people loving to attack the collective in December? They love to hit at around the holidays. We see December the 15th here. You could be 55 years old. 33 years old. Dang. Your name could be Courtney. Looks like they were pretty corny. Your name could be Cornelius. You could drive a motorcycle here, a bike. Let's go ahead and close it out, collective. Take what you need from this message. They're not moving forward. I get that car energy, the bike energy, that's the chariot energy. This low vibrational person. This is the message, or they didn't want you to. Their actions towards you, pretty disgusting. They passionate. They had some sort of sexual addiction in this situation. Some sort of sexual obsession with you, or just in general. They wanted something they way. Okay, you may like the song "My Way" by the singer Usher. She likes it my way. Yeah, what I say go, and I'm in control. The devil wanted something to go their way here, and they wanted to have some sort of control. There's no bargaining with this arrogant person. Yeah, you didn't bargain with them. It's not negotiable. R.I.P. Chuck Norris. There could be people that could be stunned by your bravery in this situation, or just in general. Your name could be Vaughn. You could be in China here. Yeah. Take care of yourself, collective. Take what you need from this message. Take what you need here. This could be somebody crazy ex here. That kind of went bonanza. They went bonkers. They went bonkers. You could be in Yonkers. Man. Wow. You got a new invention? Make sure you patent your inventions. There may have been a man that was paid to try to be the bad guy. Oh my goodness. You could like tuna fish salad or sandwiches. Put your trust in the Lord. Put your trust in the Lord. Period. Yes, collective. My goodness. They went to the extremes here. Somebody who's for the streets. They went to the extreme. Behind the moon. Extreme opposition. This literally could be an immigrant that created a massive challenge. They show up as dangerous. The number 48. Oh boy, what they try to do in this situation to get money was dangerous. I'm hearing that My Love is Dangerous by Fred Mercury. They showed up as the devil. Period. Wow. My goodness. What did Fred Mercury say? What did he say in that song? I know me. This person know them. They know what they're doing. He says, I know me. Period. My love is dangerous. Always makes you cry. Period. 2026, this energy is current. You're in the sun's energy. The sun with Pisces, showing you following your dreams. Yeah. Go study this zodiac sign Scorpio's energy. Scorpio's a sign of transformation, intense transformation. Man, somebody was intensely trying to change a situation here in secret. Somebody's obsession with you was very bad or very dark. Destructive. Wow. Yeah. I see the tree. As I close out this message, the tree could indicate, the tree could show us about health. This devil could be in bad health. The devil in bad health. The devil's health could be bad. The house of health. The number 6. The number 12 reveals it. They got burnt by a partner. The number 7 can show this. One of their many partners, perhaps. Their sun position could be Scorpio. Pisces. Maybe a few people. A Scorpio and a Pisces, they hooked up together. They go against you. Wow. It was all about getting you out of your purpose here. That's just what it was about. And they took the challenge. They made it their mission to do it. Okay. So yeah, we reap what we sow. Take care of yourself, collective.